Welcome back, guys, to the terror of SOS here live in the next arena. SOS is taking out player after player, making it look easy, and now he's going up against CJ Entis' last hope, their last card here. We're going to see who it's going to be.
I got a fair idea, Valdez.
You think so?
Yeah, man. I got a hunch right now. I think we might be seeing a Terran player come out.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of an idea.
It might be.
Might be Bbyong.
It's funny, man.
Man, I'd love to see that. He did like proxy Reapers, 4 people in a row, and he wins. It's like, well, this is silly.
Yeah. It's Bbyong, of course. Both Bbyong and SOS have Eminem songs.
Yeah.
Funnily enough.
Let's see how many games Bbyong wins because of it, man. It's gangster, and it's time to get dirty, man.
I like where you're coming from, Minglade. I really do. Bbyong, he's kind of he's doing okay. You know, he's 10-6. It's not bad. He just doesn't come out every time. Like CJ is definitely playing him less than they did last season for sure.
Does not get enough airtime these days, and yeah, you know, it must be a reason why he's not playing as well as he used to.
Yeah.
Still a fantastic Terran, very dangerous Terran, but is he that dangerous enough to beat the likes of Maru, SOS, and whoever else they decide to throw at him?
I can't say that, Moonglade, but just based on, you know, the results that those players have shown, but maybe he can pull off some kind of miracle. It would be really awesome to see, but he's got to go through SOS first, and he's already got 3 kills, looking extremely focused. Not even looking too happy just yet. We were talking about this during the break. Maybe he just wants that all kill.
Maybe he wants that all kill. Maybe he feels sad when he destroys people's dreams. Hard to say what the truth might be, but man, is he a serious player today.
Yep. Usually a very joyous player, likes to smile a lot, very friendly in interviews and with fans. One of the most friendly players, I'd say, with fans, in fact. If you're an SOS fan, don't feel scared talking to this guy. He's super nice. He's also got the thing on his chest that says like a small man, basically, like a not tall, like a short man. Short man, there we go.
Like a dwarf?
Not like a dwarf. But
what do you mean, Valdez?
Well, I mean, Maru's got the same thing. It says just short man on their chest.
I'm pretty short, too.
I gotta give you a patch.
Give me a patch, Valdez. I'm ready.
We gotta talk to Jin Air. See if we'll work that out here. But SOS versus Bbyong. Bbyong looking bored and not ready for this game, to be honest.
Well, he knows he's got a pretty steep climb ahead of him to get through 4 plays and get CJ that win, so I can imagine why.
CJ Entis is banking on this one player to win 4 games in a row with an extremely stacked Jin Air Green Wings lineup. Can he do it? That is the question. We're about to go into his first challenge here, Bbyong versus SOS. Let's see if he's going to be able to make it work. The map will be Cactus Valley. Let's go into it right now. Down here in the bottom left, once again, his 4th game in a row, our green Protoss is SOS.
Says CJ for some reason. Up here in the top left for CJ. It is their last hope here. It is the Terran player, Bbyong.
Yeah, we don't get to see SOS. We've looked at them too many times today.
No.
We got a limit, or rather a max, I guess a limit of 3 times looking at a player.
He's too handsome. It would be wrong.
Would scare everybody.
All right.
Way too focused.
Oh.
This guy came from Yeosu.
Where is
Don't know where that is, but I know it's in Korea. And just talking to Yoo Dae-hyun, he came from Jeju Island, and he said,
wow,
something else.
Well, coming from Jeju, you got to fly here if you want to visit Pro League. So that's pretty huge, and that's for day 1 of the playoffs, Valdez, not the finals.
Says, of course, it's Jin Air. No second place. Go champion.
Go champion.
That's a nice drawing of an airplane.
That's the wrong color, though.
Yeah, it's blue. Yudehan, once again. He's from Australia.
Oh, we got another Aussie in the house.
And he said the same thing, Bbyong. I don't know what that means, to be honest.
Well, you know, that's also a big trip.
Oh, get me a room.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll see what I can do for a fellow Aussie.
I think he was talking to Yudehan, man.
I'll help him out just the same, Valdez.
Yeah, you're like, I'm Korean, too. Like, you just can't tell. Very, very close in the predictions here from our fans. 51% to 49.
Yeah, it's a pretty tricky one, for sure.
Bbyong.
We haven't seen PVT from SOS today in a while, so it's going to be a change of pace for him, for sure. No doubt. He trained specifically for that PvP, and then, you know, he got a couple of easy PvPs. Well, not easy, but they weren't too taxing. He did everything kind of went according to plan, and now it comes down to a TVP. Can he do the trifecta of matchups and be the god that we all think he is?
I think he can. You were saying this before. If he could take down Bbyong, we think he can take down Bbyong. He looks super focused. He doesn't even look happy because he's so focused on getting this win. And to be honest, Bbyong just hasn't really shown as much.
You know, funny,
SOS so far.
Kind of an interesting stat. Looking at recent times SOS has played against Terran players. He lost to Marine King in the Kesper Cup qualifiers.
0-2.
0-2 to Marine King.
What?
That's interesting. That's
like, what are they feeding Marine King right now?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a pretty big weakness, I'd have to say. I mean, it's only one best of 3 to go off, but maybe they should have put out Bbyong a little bit earlier if that was the case. We'll soon see, like, actually how it's going to play out, but I feel like Marine King is definitely not at the level of a lot of these players, especially in Pro League right now.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really excited that we get to see a turn, in fact, just to mix it up today. Always fun. Can't quite say let's do that one. Said something about
traveled a lot of kilometers,
something like that. He's been here for like a year and 3 months. From Busan.
Wow.
A lot of people from all over the place coming down to Korea, or rather to Seoul, in fact, to watch this.
Yeah, how about that?
Very cool.
I do like that.
It's going to be a very fast robotics facility for SOS. No Twilight Council start. See that very often. A lot of players kind of following the hero method. Get that blink out first, deal with drops.
Yeah, but it looks like he did react accordingly to the style that we are seeing from Bbyong, which is that early CC 3 Barracks. Very safe bio play here.
I loved the way you just said barracks.
Barracks. That's my.
It's got a lot of barracks in there.
It's my new word of the day. I make one up every single time I cast.
You really do. It's pretty cool, actually.
Is it cool or is it weird?
No, I like it.
Thank you, Valdez.
I think I'm a little bit biased, though.
You are a little bit. I should actually write them down so I can make a dictionary of words that I make up during a cast.
This is one of my favorite ones yet, though, the barracks.
The barracks, man. It makes sense, too, so I'm very smart today. Oh, looking for that Stalker. 7 HP left over, but it's going to cost him all the Marines.
Bbyong is losing so many Marines here. This is not worth it at all. He's going to get nothing done. Just a bit of damage done to Stalkers. That's not worth it. It's
kind of an ugly trade, that's for sure. I think he was looking for a bit more pressure, maybe hoping to get into the mineral line and do some probe damage. Instead, all the Marines go down for a bit of damage on a Stalker.
Yeah. Looks like the scan coming down here probably just to see the gases. Just wants to make sure that SOS isn't pulling anything funky. But so far, okay, there it is. Robo Bay coming down here, as well as the Twilight Council and the Forge.
Yeah, so standard sort of follow-up here to the opening build. He's going to get that +1 armor, get Blink on the way, Colossus on the way, and look for a third base sometime soon. No doubt. And
for sure.
Because he knows the build order opening from Bbyong as well. You know, he's got a fair amount of time before he really has to deal with these ugly drop play, you know, mines in the mineral line and whatnot.
Bbyong has been quite strong at that. Looking at these positions for drops, it's very easy for Bbyong to drop straight into the natural, but I think SOS is going to keep that in mind, probably drop a couple of cannons there just to be safe. But besides that, it's going to be pretty hard for Bbyong to get around to the main or even the third. Yeah,
this is a pretty hard position for Bbyong to drop into. Essentially, SOS can just leave those Stalkers and stuff in the natural for now, and it's going to counter any sort of drop coming his way. And another DT Shrine will be the tech choice.
And He's going to have a total of 6 gates as well.
Okay. He's certainly got the production now. Let's see what he's doing with this probe. He's going for a massive scout, maybe looking for any sort of hidden bases on the map. Certainly not planning to make his own just yet, judging by the rally point of that probe that's scouting.
SOS going for the +1 attack, too. And he's going to add another gate. So he's going to go up to 7 total gates.
This is definitely looking like an all-in style.
Yeah.
Just the Colossus all-in with gateway units, Blink Stalker +1.
And a Dark Shrine
and
because he's SOS.
Because, you know, that's what you do.
If you're SOS and you like to mix it up, clap your hands, but also add a Dark Shrine. SOS, I like the idea, I guess. He's going to pressure the front and drop in some DTs in the back, I assume.
I'm thinking so. That must be the choice here.
It's a really cool idea because you can draw the entire army of Bbyong out of position.
It's going to create so much, so much havoc in the main. He's going to pull back, then an attack at the front's going to happen.
Yeah.
Things get ugly very quickly.
He's really looking to pull Bbyong apart, that's for sure. And even if there's a missile turret in the main, you just go in there, warp into Dark Templar, snipe it away, and then all of a sudden you're forced to use a bunch of scans. There we go, 2 Dark Templar exactly coming out here.
As we say that, though, that's a pretty sizable Bioforce moving across the map into the center there. That's something that if they jump on top of the Colossus, he could just simply win the game then and there. So SOS has to be very careful where his army is. He's got to make sure he has enough force fields to buy him time and that photon overcharge in the natural as well. Yeah,
but at the same time, he's only got 1 sentry.
Yeah, that's could be a bit ugly. We'll see what Bbyong decides to do now that he's dealing with DTs in the main base.
It's like 2 SCVs going to come down here. 3 go down. 4 getting a bunch of damage done. He's even going to possibly force a cancel on the 3rd CC being made.
Yeah, it looks like he might just do that. It's going to take a long time for him to try and clean that up. So much damage. 6 SCVs, no mining in the main base. I think Bbyong is just going to commit to a double drop into the main of SOS's right now.
Let's see what he can get done. SOS does scout this out here, but there's 2 Colossi way in the front. But I'm not sure if that's enough bio in those 2 medevacs. And in fact, he's just going to fly away.
Fly away for now. He's got to be careful of that natural as well. What else is all happening, though? His DTs are still running amok.
Yeah. Getting so much damage done. In fact, Bbyong now supply blocked. Looks like a supply depot going down somewhere on the map. Look at all that damage that Bbyong has already taken. And he's doing none on the opposite side of the map. He's just kind of out there.
He's just out there, man. And he canceled the 3rd base, which I think is one of the biggest blows of all that's happened in this game.
And I think Bbyong is saying, okay, you don't have a 3rd base yet. You're doing this small DT harass, and your army doesn't look that big. Where's your 3rd base? It must be hidden, but it's not.
It's not. It's just been a very delayed 3rd because of how much tech he went into.
And Bbyong just sent his entire army all the way down to the bottom right. SOS is buying so much time with this. He's going to snipe a reactor.
Oh, wow. Forcing a stim. He's going to have to force a scan if he wants to try and kill this DT as well.
Looks like Bbyong didn't even have enough energy, a very early stim here. Oh, he's going to save it! What?
All right. That just happened.
Okay, SOS. You get it.
He's just done another level today. Yeah, and now he's going to try and fight at the 3rd. Enough units here to deal with it, though. Colossus with their range.
Charge just finished, too. Could have been a bit scary if all those zealots just charged, and he's got 17.
17. 1-1 upgrades as well to the 1-0 of Bbyong's. So advantages everywhere for SOS right now.
And the DTs are still doing damage. Coming in here, maybe able to snipe another supply depot on the main. Looks like it's going to go down. You know, he's got turrets around his base, but not on the corner.
No.
And he doesn't want to use those scans.
Now, he's finally finished that 3rd CC, and he's going to turn that into an orbital, but he's going to have a hard time moving out for now because he's going to have to invest so many scans into getting rid of these DTs that are just containing him right.
Yeah. I'm getting a bit of like a innovation vibe from Bbyong, where he was caught out in the middle of the map with all of his units. He wasn't able to do any damage. It was a failed drop. And then he could just kind of like walked in a circle. Then he's like, oh, you definitely have a hidden base. He went all the way down there, saw a pylon, killed it. There was no hidden base. SOS gets his 3rd up so much faster. And now he's like, well, I guess I just have to all in you and pull the boys. Because we see the Ghost Academy coming down, 4 Vikings at a time. I would not be surprised if he goes for that.
I think you're completely right there, Valdez. Like he is thrown off so much out of his rhythm, out of his element. Like his build, his game plan completely in shambles. He's going to go for that one big attack And if he can't make it happen, he's lost the game, guaranteed.
Bbyong's done it so much in the past. Like, this is who Bbyong is, kind of. He's like a mini innovation in a way, just hasn't found the same amount of success. And fighting into the army of SOS, you know, he's going to have a ton of Vikings, but look at how many Stalkers are already out on the map. He's got 18. If he gets a good blink, all the Vikings are going to go down. He's going to have 5 Colossi to soak a ton of damage that are going to be swiping the entire bio army of Bbyong. I don't think this is going to work.
I think it's ran out of time already. It's simply not enough production, not enough economy behind it. From
he hasn't even landed his 3rd base.
Yeah, SOS is simply going to be maxed out by the time he gets across the map. And then both of them actually are going to be maxed out, but I think in terms of upgrades, especially, SOS has a big favor. Composition, I think so long as it's in the right position, SOS should be able to handle this.
And look at SOS, so cheeky. He's like, the second you move out, DTs are coming in.
Yep.
And that's just going to cause even more havoc. Everything for Bbyong is out on the map. He's going to go straight for that missile turret, and 3 DTs can take that down. Or at least do a ton of damage. Missile turret goes down, a scan for 1 Marauder. All of his STVs going down that he had left at his base.
Wow. Well, there's that big army, though, sitting outside the 3rd of SOS. He's got to make sure everything is together and he's ready for it. And where is he going to commit to? Looks like it is going to be the natural. This could be a bit of a mistake from Bbyong, but he is desperate at this point. He has no choice but to go forward.
Did get the Mothership Core, but the Mothership Core did get both Photon Overcharges down on both next side. Stalker's coming in the front. It's a really nice blink. Going to save those Colossi for now.
There's a lot of Vikings in this mix still. About 13 behind that bio. If he gets the right position, the right shots off before they engage, maybe he can take this fight. But I think it's always against the clock because DTs are still running amok.
Yep, the pros being pulled now. Huge blink up to the top. This is the big fight. So many Vikings are taking down all the Colossi. A bunch of them not even fighting, but it looks like it may just be too much.
Oh, it's a very close fight. I think maybe there's enough bio, but more Zealots coming in from the main base. 2 Colossus remain as well.
And they're not fighting the right things, and they're both super low.
Oh, that must be it. He gets a good blink on these
GG.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. SOS gets his all kill. Takes down everyone that CJ had to offer today and makes it look easy in every single game.
Now, I knew SOS was playing well, but I was not expecting an all kill on CJ. That is another level.
That is so huge. He looks shocked himself. Maru's like, you idiot, you should have let me play.
Yeah, Maru a little jealous right now. Sickest work from SOS, man. Really impressive play today.
Yeah. Really got to hand it to this guy. You know, he hasn't had the most successful Pro League run, but he's been doing quite well in individual leagues, getting quite far in all of them. No finals just yet, I believe, but you know, he's doing better and better for himself, and getting this all kill is going to give him so much confidence.
Yeah, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future, and they're going to really have to worry about him in the silver match coming up tomorrow.
Yeah. Just imagine Jin Air last year. Rogue was doing decently, but he wasn't as dominant as he was this season. Now SOS is coming into form. Jin Air is looking so strong. They have 3 guys that can consistently come out and possibly all kill your entire team. It's insane.
It's an amazing thing. Jin Air looking so good right now.
And even in that 4th spot, they have so many good players that are just very strong. You know, they're not all-star players, but they can come out time and time again and get wins. And here is that 4-0 from SOS.
Straight up defeating Hero, Ragnarok, Bial, and then Bbyong. Very one-sided games. All of them. I think the closest one was against Hero, but it's still SOS. He was never really behind every step of the way. Like he just took better fights and had better remaxes. And he just eventually just dominated the game. And then it just happened again and again and again. Very one-sided games. SOS is on another level today.
Yeah, I think Ragnarok was the snipe choice on Echo. And then once he went down, they were like, okay, I guess we have to play Dull, one of our last Zergs here on Expedition Lost. And then he gets all in and goes down. He never gets a chance to get any rhythm going. And then Bbyong is their last choice, and SOS was just too good for him.
Complete domination.
Like, SOS made Bbyong look silly, actually. I would go as far as that. Like, he was just stopping everything at every point in time. His DT play was fantastic. He had Bbyong fooled out on the map.